Hi, Colin here. If you've got a barking dog problem, it's either you or your neighbours that are complaining about your dog barking too much. We're going to have a look at the Ultrasonic, Citronella and the electronic style of bark collars with the aim of allowing your dog to bark when it's necessary, but cutting out all that nuisance barking that's causing the problem in the neighbourhood. We don't want to cause your dog any harm or destroy his personality, but we certainly don't want you having the rangers knocking on the door threatening to fine you for nuisance barking dog complaints. So let's have a look at those style of collars. We've had over 10 years experience of helping people with all sorts of dog breeds, all sorts of ages and all sorts of personalities as well, which is a very key issue. Not all dogs are the same, folks, and not all bark collars work in the same fashion. So it's about getting the right product for the right dog in the right situation to get the result you need. We've also helped many people with issues such as separation anxiety in dogs as well. So if you need to jump on the phone and have a free consultation, feel free. The number's at the top of the website up there. Hi, let's have a look at the Citronella collars, a few different styles. If you click on the tab below, it will sort out all the products and show you only the Citronella, the batteries, the refills, etc. If you click on the tab over on that side of the screen, it will take you to the Citronella page and give you more information about these types of collars. They pretty much work the same. These more elite little dog and big dog ones have dual activation. So remember that, they need sound and vibration to activate, so they're not going to go off accidentally, because if they don't get one, don't get the other at the same time, they're not going to go off. So just quickly, grab the battery, whack it in the collar, get the strap, thread it on, all the instructions included in the kit, battery and the Citronella refills there as well. So shake it up. If you remember topping up cigarette lighters, I gave that up ages ago, but anyway, top it up a few times. Once this is full, you've got a certain amount of sprays in there, a certain amount of refills. You can also contact us for those. And this one is sound activated, so the dog wears it, and it's the sound from the vocal cords that activates the unit. So when they activate it, it's the sound, the smell and the sight of the spray that will distract them away from the reason they're barking, and that's what we call a distractionary method of barking. So give us a call, have a chat about them. They're all on display down there. You can go through the shop and purchase them. We'll have them to you quick as a shot. If you're like many of our clients, it's possibly you that wants to retrain your dog and stop the annoying barking, but you don't want to have negative impact on your dog or destroy his personality. Plus, you still want him to bark when it's appropriate. Just cut out that nuisance barking. Or you're worried that your neighbours are concerned about the barking, or you've been at work all day and you've come home and found an anonymous nasty letter in your letterbox from a very annoyed neighbour. Worse still, you've got a knock on the door from the Shire Ranger. He's got bark diaries, letters of complaints, and he's just about to fine you with creating a nuisance barking in the neighbourhood. So it can get fairly serious, but we don't want to destroy the dog's personality. Let's have a look at some of those things. Right, let's talk ultrasonics for a minute. Now, with these systems, if you imagine that it's at a pitch that we can't hear but dogs might find annoying, and also a decibel level that's quite uncomfortable for them, but at a level that they don't like. So when the units activate, it would be kind of like if I had a megaphone and the microphone and put that in front of the speaker and do that, but we couldn't hear it. That's the sort of effect you get at a concert when someone walks in front of a speaker. That's what's happening with the dog. So here's one I prepared earlier. Again, we've got one the dog wears, an indoor unit and an outdoor unit. When you turn it on, you can put it in test mode, see how that it is actually working. Oof, yes, you can hear that. There's a little indicator light to show that it's going off. Then you've got ultrasonic mode, and this particular one has 5, 10 or 15 metres of detection, and it will always go off at the same level. I'm not sure if you can hear that going off in the microphone. Boom. There you go. So that's what's happening there. So very much a distractionary method, and obviously if it goes off at the right time and it's aimed, these are aimed in the right area, then it's going to annoy the dog to the point where they say, well, it's just not worth barking because every time I do, this strange noise comes and I don't like it. So have a look at those. Again, click on the tab there, click on the tab over there to have a little bit more detailed information about the ultrasonics. Okay, let's talk about trade up. In an ideal world, we'd like to think that if we got a bark collar and put it on a dog and went through the training, that after maybe 6 weeks of behaviour readjustment, you may not need to have the collar again. But what if that doesn't work for you? And quite often that's the case. And also, what happens if the dog decides that the particular style of collar that you've bought, he's going to work out how to get around it or ignore it, or you need to upgrade to an advanced model? That's why we have trade up. You may not get it right first time, or it might work initially for a little while, but you don't want to be stuck 3 months down the track where you still got the same barking dog complaints, what are you going to do? You can just trade in and give us a call and discuss what might be a better solution or the next step in your barking dog management program. Okay, let's look at the electronic style of bark collars, probably the one where there's a lot of information about, and there's this side and this side of the story, but if you want to give us a call and go through how they're going to match up with your dog, we can find the right one that's going to help with your dog as well. Or you could look at this one and do a rent, try, buy, and then after that you could keep the collar, it doesn't cost any more, or trade up to some of these. Some of them have dual activation, which we kind of like, sound activated as well as vibration, but what the dog is experiencing is similar to what you get if you rub your feet on the carpet and touch a door handle, or if you're at the supermarket, you touch the trolley, you get that ping. The good thing is it's short, sharp, over and done with, so the dog learns that that's distracting them away from the barking. This particular one of the issues I like to point people out to is there's a lot on the market, and if you get the wrong one, it can really have some adverse effects on your dog. I kind of like this one that we put together. It's got a vibration detector, suits most styles of dogs, and the important thing is if they knock it on the doggy door or the steps as they're getting out or the pavement as they're getting out of their kennel, it's not going to activate accidentally. So it will if they do bark. I've even got one that if you're faced with a situation where your neighbours are complaining, the ranger's knocking on your door, your dog's barking while you're at work and you have no idea about what's happening, you can get one that will give you a count. So when you come home, it'll count the barks and tell you how many times. So you can alter the levels according to the barkology chart, which we'll look at. So this one here, great for training. Put it on the dog. Don't know if you can see that working, but that is going off, and yeah, you can just adjust the levels. So look, the thing to do, click on the tab down there, have a look at the e-collars that we have, click on the tab over there, go through the special page, or more importantly, jump on the Contact Us page, give us a call, fill in the form, tell us about your dog, and we will be in touch and have a chat about which one might suit your dog best. And remember, at the end of the day, if you need to upgrade and trade in later on and swap over, you can do that as well. Okay, we've looked at the Citronella style, the ultrasonic and the electronic collars. We hope and made it a little bit easier for you to understand how they work and what we can offer. Best thing to do, have a look at the different products, go through to the shopping cart and purchase one, we can send it out to you. We've been doing this for quite a while, and we want to try and make the journey for you as easy as possible and for your dog as well. It's not about destroying the dog's behaviour or his personality, it's about getting the results you need. So give us a call, fill in the Contact Us form, go for a rental if you need to, and remember, we'll match any price and give you a better deal than's on the Australian market. You can do rent, try, buy, you can even trade up later on. So I hope all goes well in your barking dog journey. See you for now.